goddess, karma goddess. Can I be honest with you guys? I want to talk about the biggest elephant in the room. Diagnosis. Psychiatry bullshit. Let me tell you why they're placed there. Let me tell you why these bitches placed these fucking hospitals. Let me tell you why they did that. Because they want control. If you don't act a certain way, what happens when you can't be controlled? You're diagnosed. What happens when you don't fall for nobody's bullshit? You're diagnosed. What happens when you don't fucking obey? You don't become a good puppet, a good slave, a good, minion, a good fucking this and that. You can't be controlled. They want us scared to submission with this religion. I'm gonna talk about these matrices because I said I'm gonna do this. It's just like I have a lot of stuff in my head, okay? And I'm gonna talk about it. Promise you. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make a goal. I'm gonna look into this shit, and I'm gonna look into what real matrices are. They're hidden. There's probably 1,000 matrices that you have to break free of. But the biggest evil, the most evil matrix you can fucking have is diagnosis. If you go against the system, if you go against the programming, the propaganda, the brainwashing, if you go against the religion, the deception, guess what? You're fucking mental. You're fucking crazy. You're fucked up in the head. This is why they create diagnosis, to silence you. If you question reality, right? If you question this matrix, you're fucking crazy. No, you're not. You see this for what the fuck they are. You see shit for what it is. This bitch is corrupted. These soulless bitches, they place this fucking matrix to keep you a fucking slave. That's why they fucking make this matrix. We're not free. This is not freedom. Look at this rat race. This is not freedom, baby. This is not freedom. Look, everybody. Look at this. You call it freedom? You go to the job you hate. You go to the school you hate. For what? For what? And people don't want to wake up because they're fucking cowards. You're cowards, right? You let these bitches control you, dictate your fucking future for what? You want to work a job you hate. In order for you to get this fucking job, you have to be in college for 12 years. And then you can lose it all with just one bad day. You work your ass off to get here, right? Let's say there's a person right now that worked here. Let's say that person works right here. Guess what? That person wasn't that in college. Before he started working here, he was in college for 12 years, right? 12 years. Perfect attendance, all that shit, right? Guess what? Perfect attendance, everything like that, right? Guess what? He motherfucking has a job here now, right? Guess what? He had a bad day. A bad day. We all have it, right? We all have a bad day. Guess what? They don't give a fuck. They need you to be a puppet. They need you to be numb. They need you to be a zombie. Let's keep it a buck. They need you to be a motherfucking zombie. So like I say, he worked here. Guess what? He had a bad day. He argued with the person. Now he's fired. Guess what? He threw his 12 years of life away for a job he fucking fired from. Guess what? Nobody will let him work in a company like this. Why? Because of one mistake. One bad day. Right? One bad day. This is what I'm saying. Stop being a puppet. Stop being a fucking slave. For real. You go to these jobs you hate. For what? What? What's the purpose? Where's your purpose at, son? Where's your freedom at? Listen to your soul. Your soul is sick and tired of these fucking jobs. Your soul is sick and tired of this shit. Look at this. Look at this. A rat race. A rat race. For what? What you competing for? You gonna end up getting fired. You're gonna be 50 fucking years old. You threw 50 years of your life away for a job you hated. Oh, we're gonna give you a little promotion. Promotion. Bitch, are you a fucking... what the fuck did they take it for? Promotion. They laugh at you. They laugh at you. You're a fucking joke. These bitches make billions of dollars off of you. Bitches that work here, the CEOs, right? The supervisors, they make billions of dollars over here, right? Guess what? You are making $10 an hour. If you, like I told Whisker this. I told her this. Like, Lilka too. Because Lilka worked a job for 12 hours. Whisker worked overtime. Overtime, right? She worked overtime. Guess what? She worked fucking, how do I say this? She worked Probably she worked one shift, 16 hours. 16 hours in one day. 16 hours in one fucking day. Guess what? She worked 16 hours in one day. Guess what? For $11. Explain to me. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? You working yourself to death. Fucking working industries does this shit. Before they fucking did this, they had an incident where a motherfucking guy, right? He was so sleep deprived that he crashed and ended his life. He was in a car crash because he was sleep deprived. He worked himself to death. Baby, you work yourself to death for what? For what? Fuck all that bullshit. Why are you working yourself to death? But then, you're not a slave? You're not a slave? You're working 16 hours a day. You're working yourself to death. You're literally not eating. You're not sleeping. You're not drinking, right? Like, you're not having fuel in your fucking body. Are you a fucking robot? That's what they need you to be. A robot? Why do you think they try to do the transhuman shit? What do you think? People are already robots. Look, you work at 16 hours a day. You're a human? No. You have to be a robot. You can't handle sitting on your fucking feet for 16 hours a day. For what? Wake the fuck up, society. Wake up. And people don't want to talk about this shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't have an image to maintain. I want society to wake up. Right? I don't want to be my way. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. Right? I want to free humanity. I need humanity to be fucking free. I need to stop being a zombie. I need to stop being a robot. I need to stop being a fucking slave. Wake the fuck up. You're in the fucking matrix. Wake up. Look where you at. I don't give a fuck. I'm not suicidal. I'm not homicidal at all. One thing I gotta do is silence me. This is why they need you to be a puppet. This is why they make movies like that. Because look what the kind of life you're living. Look how you're living. You think about, you daydream about living in fucking Florida or living in tropical. Why do you think people have posters of fucking tropical fucking beaches, like islands? Because they want freedom. Baby, you want freedom. Stop working these fucking jobs. And this is one other thing, y'all. Okay, y'all, let's make another vehicle.